Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to another 2017 LEGO Star Wars The Last Jedi set review. Guys, this time we have the First Order Heavy Assault Walker, also known as the AT-M6. That stands for All-Terrain Mega Caliber 6. Its number is 75189, ages 9 to 14, and has 1,376 pieces. It retails for $150 US dollars, so it's pretty pricey for what you're getting exactly. Alright, so quick background. I think, first off, the name of the set is actually completely wrong. Like I said, its actual name is the AT-M6. I assume the reason why the name is this on the LEGO set is that LEGO makes these sets like a year in advance, and they have a lot of like work involved in terms of like putting the box art and all that stuff together, and so I assume the final decision for the name AT-M6 wasn't made by the time that this set went into production a couple months ago. I assume that the name AT-M6 was like finalized like a month ago or something like that. The people at Lucasfilm, I assume, were just couldn't figure it out or something like that, so LEGO had to call it the First Order Heavy Assault Walker, which is suiting, but AT-M6 sounds much better. There's a couple drawbacks with this set. First off, the $150 price point is very high for this set. I figured when I first saw these images that this would be $110, but that price belongs to the Resistance Bomber. That set itself is also a little pricey. Seems like this entire wave of Last Jedi sets have kind of like an extra $10 or $20 added to the value that you think it should be worth. So yeah, fun fact about the AT-M6, because that's what I'm going to be calling it throughout the walker. So on Force Friday, which is when these sets came out, September 1st, I got this poster, as you see right here, from Toys R Us when I picked up these sets. And if you look right in the middle there, or the lower middle, you'll see an AT-AT walker next to what this is, next to the AT-M6, and you'll see that it dwarfs the AT-AT in size. This was very surprising when I saw this image on this poster. This is the first time we're seeing something like this. Hopefully we'll see this image in movement, hopefully in the next Last Jedi trailer coming out, I assume, in the next month or so. But I'm surprised that the First Order has the AT-AT still like in business, basically. And then on top of that, they made a bigger walker than the AT-AT. Now, the fact that it's bigger makes sense, but I'm just surprised that they're still using the AT-ATs next to it. Now, what this means, though, is that this set should be bigger than LEGO's own AT-AT, which I'm pretty sure isn't. It's about the same size as the AT-AT that was made. I believe the set either came out, I think it was 2014, 2013. So that's one of the biggest drawbacks. So for, $150, I would have thought that they would have made this set bigger than the AT-AT. So just a bit of a drawback. That kind of sucks right off the bat, honestly. But regardless, I think this vehicle is still going to be really awesome in The Last Jedi. From what I'm seeing from these images, the poster online, that this thing is something to be scared of. So I'm very excited to see this in the movie. Without ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and build this. I'm very curious to see what this set is like. I do have LEGO's AT-AT, and we'll compare size to each other at the end of the video. I'm about 90% sure it's about the same size as the current of LEGO's AT-AT. I would have liked that it be bigger, especially after seeing that image now. So yeah, that kind of sucks. All right, guys, I'm going to build this. Let's see what it looks like. Let's go.
Stand still, time guys, take an in-depth look at the AT-M6, otherwise known as the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. We'll start off with the minifigures, as always, guys. First up, we have just a normal First Order Stormtrooper right here. Nothing different about him compared to any of the others. Next, we have the brand new First Order Walker Pilot. And this guy is really cool looking because it's using the Flame Trooper helmet and it has a brand new print on it. And this is also an exclusive minifigure to this set and this set alone. Very cool minifigure. Just a normal clone trooper face underneath, even though that these stormtroopers are not clones. It's also got gray hands. It's a unusual sight sometimes. Next is a Resistance Trooper. This is a new variant or version of the minifigure, and as you'll see, he's got a whole new print here as well as on the back, just like the ones in the battle pack. This little chin strap can move up like that if you want to. If you take the whole helmet off, you'll see he has this face right here. I think this was the face used in the Rebel Trooper Battle Pack, not 100% sure. Next is Poe Dameron, and we just have him in a like kind of leather jacket, brown pants type of look. Nothing too special here. Very Han Solo-esque. Some printing on the back. And then that's his face here. And then if we turn it around, he has a double-sided face, and that is his other version. Next is the only set in the Last Jedi line, at least this fall wave of sets, that you can get Rey, the new version of her. Bit surprising, considering in 2015, The Force Awakens, we were able to get her in like a $20 set, her speeder. But yeah, this is the new version of her. She has these tan arms. If we take her new hairpiece off, she has a double-sided face as well as a new back print, and I really like the way this looks. I also like the new hairpiece. Looks really accurate to how she looks in the Last Jedi. And then of course she has the blue lightsaber. I wonder if that's Luke's blue lightsaber or if she made her own. It's a good question for The Last Jedi. So yeah, there's 5 minifigures. Do wish there was another. That's alright. So we'll go ahead and go on to the set now. The actual First Order Heavy Assault Walker. Again, otherwise known as the AT-M6. I really do really wish Lego had called it that and not the Walker name. But it's not the end of the world. Alright, so first off, you'll notice that this thing is crazy looking in terms of design. It's definitely very different towards a normal AT-AT. That is because this is based off a gorilla. These front legs are supposed to kind of be having your fists down like that. That's kind of like the design standpoint of it. Very interesting design. And then I always felt like this head kind of looks like a bulldog. It's very aggressive looking, very cool. The aesthetics and look of the set are different and very interesting. Also, you notice that there's like a shoulder collar right here and not on this side. It kind of extends over on this side, but does not appear whatsoever on this side right here. Of course, all the legs move. All of them can articulate, and the feet down here, of course, move as well. Same with the back legs. You can articulate them however you want. Now, in terms of the back, you'll see that there's these kind of bombs, I assume, that like get dropped, and like for like, you know, maybe like troopers that are trying to attack it. This is its defense mechanism. These don't do anything, unfortunately, but they're there. Now, in terms of an interior, there's a lot of this opens up, but it opens up to really nothing. So if we open all these panels, what is revealed is just like a little toolbar wrench and then 2 spots that you can put minifigures. One here, and then if we turn on this side, you can put, well, just put, even though this doesn't make sense, we'll put Poe there. So that's all the room in here. All this is all this other space is just kind of useless. But yeah, you can close up the panels like that. Then there's two more like extending things that come down. This one, it's just extra studs for this blaster, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But you can also stand a minifigure on this if you wanted to. You could do something like that. I mean, of course, I would put a First Order Stormtrooper here and not a Resistance Trooper. So you have the option to do that, and there's nothing really down in here. If we switch it to the other side, right here, we get a little crate, and inside is just more studs, again, for this big stud shooter right here. So yeah, you have these two little drop down panels. There we go. Oh, it broke off on me. There we go. Okay. These panels right here don't move at all. These do move out right here. So if you wanted to move them, you can. So definitely the biggest feature on this set is the turret. I'll get to that in just one second. I want to actually get the head first. So if we open up the head right here, what's revealed is a one-seated seat for our one pilot, even though it's probably not accurate. It's probably a two-pilot vehicle, or it could be four. You never know. So he kind of just sits in like that. And then what is nice, though, is I'll show it to you. There's this brand new, let me zoom in. There's this brand new printed tile that I haven't seen in other sets yet. There we go. This one right here. So that's very cool. There's no stickers in this set. I really should make that a bigger deal. I like that there's no stickers at all in this set, especially compared to the First Order Star Destroyer, which had a lot of stickers. Anyhow, you can close all this back up like so. Close that. You've got four laser blasters on the head here. One here, 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 and here. You have flick missiles right there. So right here, if I tap it, there goes that. So there's two flick missiles here, and then back to the main gun right here. This is a rotatory cannon, and if we close this, basically right here, I'll show it to you. If you move this in and out like so, then you're doing this. And then when you twist this right here, it's going to shoot all the studs, and I really like this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So very cool. Does make a mess, lots of studs everywhere, but definitely works really cool. And I like how it moves. You can move it in and out, like hide it, and then it comes out and be like bang, bang, bang. So that's very interesting. I like that. But yeah, that's it for all the features, what the set looks like. That's what it looks like underneath. There is like a little area for like a panel to like get in there, but nothing super interesting that's like a play feature underneath there. But yeah, that is the whole vehicle. It's very well made. You can hold it down here as well. It's pretty easy to hold. I don't suspect it'll fall apart. But yeah, that's the in-depth, guys. Let's go ahead and go out to the final thoughts.
All right, guys. So as you can see, we went through the in-depth. We checked out the time lapse, and so far, my thoughts on this set is it's better than I originally thought. It's a really, really cool set. I still am disappointed of how severely underscaled it is. And we'll just get this over with now. Here's the 2000, I think, again, I'm pretty sure it's 2014, but here's 2014 AT-AT next to it. And as you can see, this is literally the exact same scale as the AT-AT Walker. And after seeing that poster, this thing its height should be like here at least. So that's disappointing. Now, taking that factor that the scale is completely off, at least compared to this, taking that out of the factor of this set, this is actually a good set. I like the way it's built. It's very, very cool looking. I like how the head moves. The legs are very unique. I love the turret gun right here, how this can go in and out, and then you can spin it. It's so easy. Love that. The details on the back here are really cool. I like this. I like how you can open all of this up. There's lots you can do with all of this. It's very cool, and definitely a nice thing about the set. These little things that come out here, they're cool. I mean, you can put minifigures and stuff there if you want. There's not like a super interesting interior to this set, which is like the disappointing factor, especially up here. Granted, you do have that new printed tile piece as the control panel, which is cool. I like that. And the head, I mean, accurately, this vehicle is pretty good to the images that we have. It's a pretty good representation of the actual vehicle. Scale-wise, it's terrible. Now, going to the price, it is 1,300 pieces. The set did take me a little under 2 hours to build, so you're going to spend a lot of time building this. It's no easy build for sure. It's nothing terribly difficult, but it's nothing terribly easy either. So within that respect, I think this set is actually kind of worth the $150 because you're getting a pretty high piece count. I mean, obviously, I'd like it to be $130, $120. I think that'd be much more reasonable. I think $120 would be the sweet spot for this set, especially with the minifigure selection we have. We do have to acknowledge that this is the only set that you get the new version of Rey in, and I know a lot of people want Rey because she's the main character in the movie. So, I mean, that's it's kind of crazy that they didn't put her in any other set, in my opinion. I'm sure we'll have a set that comes out in December, January that you can get Rey in like a $40 or maybe even a $30 set. This probably exact version. They probably, Lego likes to do this with their minifigures. You have to spend extra money to get a certain main character. But it's pretty surprising that they did Rey because she is literally the main protagonist in The Last Jedi, so that's surprising. It is also very nice that we do get probably an exclusive minifigure to this set and this set alone, which is the pilot here. So I do like that we do get a minifigure that will likely not be in any other set, at least this version or variant of them. But yeah, this set is definitely cooler and more interesting than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty accurately made to the actual vehicle. Just that scale kills it for me. I really wish this should have been like maybe $180 set and 1,500 pieces, and that they would make it actual scale. Maybe you get to like 2 or 3 more minifigures. That would be really cool to me. Now, of course, I do understand what Lego is doing here. They probably had a certain price point that they had to hit, because usually you never see super duper expensive sets this time of the year is in these winter kind of fall waves. But yeah, so it's just so hard to recommend this set because its price is very high, but at the same time it is a solidly built set. It's accurate to what it is. I'm kind of torn about it, to be honest to you guys. I'm torn to recommend it. I would wait to buy it, wait for it to go down like $20. I think $130 is a fantastic price to buy the set. I do think at some point you should pick this up. Is it underscaled? Yes, significantly. But that still doesn't mean it's a bad set. I like how it's built. It's a fun set. It looks accurate. It comes with a pretty good minifigure selection. Should have come with probably 1 or 2 more minifigures for that $150 price. But with that in respect, I think you should. I don't think you should. You don't have to buy this set right away unless you just gotta have it. But I would wait closer to probably Christmas or later in the year to purchase this at a lower price. I don't think it's unnecessary to buy right away unless you just gotta have it for whatever reason. But I do think you should pick it up at some point for a lower price. But that's my final thoughts, guys. This is a really cool set. It's a pretty fun build, actually. I was surprised. It's a long build. But yeah, maybe you'll be seeing this vehicles in a maybe a mock of mine in the future. Who knows? Maybe I want to make the Battle of Crate and the Lego. You'll just have to wait and see. And to do that, you should hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'm reviewing all of the Lego Star Wars Last Jedi sets, so please check those out down below. And without ado, I'm gonna head off. So thank you guys very much. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.